Hey everybody, Q here with your Charting Discovery Weekly Commodities Update for the week ending June 21st, 2013. And we're starting out with grains. This is a grains ETF, and I know ETFs are not totally accurate, but they do give you a general idea of what's going on in the markets. And you can see we've been in this, semi-term downtrend, not making it above the upper envelope or above the 144 exponential moving average. Until recently we started to consolidate, and we have actually played around with the 144, bounced down off it, and actually touched the upper 34 envelope, which is significant. And then we came down, and right now we're in between the 144 and the 34 and 50 on the bottom. And I see further consolidation. It'll get pinched between those 2 points this coming week, and it'll be interesting to see which direction it hops up above. My guess is it's going to hop up, but that's just a total wild guess, and it's 50-50 like a coin, you know what I'm saying? Okay, there's grains. Let's check out crude oil. And here we're looking at crude oil. I don't really look at the candle patterns so much in this because they don't really follow any patterns that I can see. Except the price action, when it interacts with the 55 and with the 34, that's still very significant. And with the upper 34, you can see the upper 34 kind of bounds its growth because it can't grow too fast. And then when it needs to take a breath, it comes right down and touches the 55. And then it can head back up again after it takes a breath, and again it's bound by the upper envelope. And right here we started to consolidate. We broke through both trend lines, 55 and 34, actually broke through the lower 34 and touched it, played with it a couple of times, and actually just broke through it big time these past couple of trading days with the market tanking like it did. So now I see it being stuck below the 144 purple exponential moving average. I don't see it going below this low. This coming week anyway, and then I will see how it interacts with the 34-day moving average lower envelope and how it interacts with the 144-day in this coming week and days to follow. My guess is that it's going to follow the 144-day down, but we'll see. Okay, let's see what coffee futures look like. And in the world of coffee futures, we can see a recent downtrend. We had an uptrend going, but then we broke through every level there was, and we just had a really downtrend established. Then we started to consolidate again. These last couple of months we've been really consolidating. The market is equalizing, although we're still in the downtrend, pretty long term because of the 144-day moving average. And you can see we went down below the 55 and the 34, played around with the lower 34 envelope, came up and took a breath, but couldn't make it above the 55, and we continued to go down. So I see it probably continuing to go down, possibly along this lower 34 envelope or possibly even below it as it did back here. Apparently it doesn't have any problem under dire circumstances staying below the 34-day lower envelope. Commodities act a lot different than stocks, and it really shows on these charts, although the same general principles still apply, like this for example. Okay, we'll go to natural gas, and we see a pretty long-term downtrend going on here. The problem with natural gas, I don't want to speculate, all the information is in the price bars, and so we had a major downtrend, tried to consolidate a little, couldn't even touch the 55-day moving average when we came up for a breath, and then we started tanking again, and we're just keep on tanking with this natural gas. So if you wanted to play natural gas, I would say wait until it comes back up to these moving averages again and sell, but we'll see what the future holds. Okay, now we'll check out silver futures. And these are just all over the place. They kind of hold the same trends, but not really. We're down below this 144-day moving average now, and it's just a downtrend. Or, we've been consolidating, I guess, in silver, but we'll see what happens. It doesn't really follow any patterns. I'm not going to speculate on something I can't see. And while we're here, let's just check out GLD, the gold ETF, and you can see the major downtrend has been continuing. The only real pattern it's following, it's staying below the 34-day moving average, and doesn't really seem to have any trouble staying below the 34 envelope. But what I see here, we might come up and close this gap like we did back here. So that's a potential for the future, and it might interact. It might close the gap at the same time that it touches the lower 34 like it did back here. So we'll see. That's a high probability for the future, the near-term future of gold. Let's see what sugar says. Sugar futures. Major drop. That's a waterfall right there. So we fell off the waterfall, and then we continued to consolidate, and we actually moved up into an uptrend. and so we're still in an uptrend. We're above the 144-day moving average. We came down and touched it right here, and then continued up. And I see this as a very strong bar. We opened the day at the lower envelope. The price dropped down to the 144, and then throughout the day the traders brought the prices back up, and we actually closed at the high above the 34-day moving average. So to me that's very significant. It signifies high potential for a future uptrend in the near future, like the next week for example. I would say would continue this uptrend. Okay, and we'll finish off with cotton. Major gap, consolidation, could not close the gap, couldn't really make it too far above the 144-day. Continued with a downtrend and further consolidation. So we're still in, I would say, downtrend / consolidation phase. We're in the consolidation phase of a downtrend. So I see it, well, we'll see what happens. It'll probably, I'm not sure, but we're in the continuation of a downtrend. Alright, that concludes your Charting Discovery Commodities update for the week ending 21 June 2013. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hope you got something out of this. Hope I can give you a different perspective on the markets, maybe help you see things a little differently, maybe save you some money, maybe make you some money, and hope you enjoy. We'll see you next week. Thanks again. Have a good one.